I don't know how I ended up with my fist slammed against his face, but I swear to God, it was either that or watch him destroy everything I've built in the last 3 years. It wasn't a typical Saturday morning. At least, it shouldn't have been. I should have been rolling over, rubbing sleep out of my eyes, but instead, I'm standing in the living room of a house I thought I knew, my hands shaking from adrenaline, my mind swimming in disbelief. There's a dull throb in my hand, but I don't care. Randall's sprawled on the floor, looking like a deer caught in headlights, but I'm not looking at him. Not anymore. I'm looking at my phone. My goddamn phone. I'm just trying to make this work. That's what he said. No, that's not right. That's what he lied about. He's sitting there in the mess of broken glass, and all I can hear is his voice echoing in my head. The last few days have been a blur. Not even a blur, more like the kind of storm that leaves everything in pieces, the kind you wake up to and wonder if you're alive or just buried in it. It's the family. It's always the family. They don't care about me, but that's the funny thing. They don't even realize it. I don't exist to them. I'm just the accessory, the quiet one who stands in the corner at family gatherings, pretending I'm okay with the jokes they make, the jokes that aren't funny, the jokes that bite, like little cuts until there's no skin left to shield me. She's too serious, Randall's sister, Regan, said once, throwing her head back and laughing, like I'm some piece of furniture, some inconvenience. I didn't laugh. I didn't play their game. But what did they expect? They wanted me to be the joke, and damn it, I was supposed to laugh along. But I didn't. And when I didn't, they turned on me. The tension at that stupid baby shower, God, I can still hear it. The moment Randall opened his mouth and threw me to the wolves like I was some joke he couldn't control anymore. He didn't say it like it mattered. Hell, he didn't care about the words. It was about him being the golden child in front of his family, playing the part that got him the most attention, the funny guy, the one who could make everyone laugh, even if it meant humiliating me in front of people who barely even knew my name. It was supposed to be a joke, but this wasn't funny. I could feel the heat rise in my chest, my face flushed, the pressure in my throat, that familiar feeling of being trapped. I wanted to scream, but then I wanted to leave. So I walked out. That was the first step. The second one, well, that was the one that had me standing there, looking at him, my husband, sitting across the table with a drink in his hand, staring at me like I was the problem. I couldn't do this anymore. I just couldn't. I hadn't even had time to process what had happened when the texts started coming. Group chat after group chat, each one more furious than the last, but with no one actually talking to me. Randall, his mother, Regan, they were all in on it. They wanted me to apologize, wanted me to just let it go. But I was done being their joke. I shut my phone off. I left the house that night, and I didn't look back. I've been sleeping on Meline's couch for 3 days now. Not because I wanted to, but because I can't bear the thought of going back to that house. Not yet. Maybe never. The silence between the texts, the calls, those were the quietest days. Not in a peaceful way, but in a way that made my stomach churn. They weren't even trying to apologize, not really. They just wanted me to come back. They wanted everything to go back to normal, like nothing happened. But I wasn't going to let it. I was done pretending. I hadn't talked to Randall, hadn't answered his calls, hadn't even opened his texts. It felt better, honestly, to just not have to deal with it. Every message from him was like a stab in the gut, and I had no intention of letting him make me feel like I was the one in the wrong, like I was the one who overreacted when he humiliated me in front of his entire family. That whole goddamn circus of a baby shower. How could I go back to that? How could I go back to someone who used me as a punching bag for laughs? The family group chat, it's still buzzing. Randall's sister, Regan, is the one keeping the drama going. She's posting memes like it's all just a joke. Drama queen, she calls me. God, can you imagine not being able to take a joke? She doesn't see it. She doesn't get it. I want to scream. I want to reply, to tell her exactly how disgusting this all is. But I don't. Not yet. That night, Meline and I are sitting in her living room, the dim light from the TV flickering on our faces as we scroll through TikTok and sip lukewarm beer. It's quiet here, almost too quiet. I should feel better. It's like a safe haven. But something's gnawing at me. It's like the world is forcing me to be invisible, and every time I close my eyes, I see Randall's face, his smirk, that goddamn laugh. I can't forget the way he grinned, enjoying the attention while I stood there, completely exposed in front of all those people. Meline glances over at me from her phone. "You good?" she asks. Yeah, it's a lie, but she knows it's a lie. She doesn't push. She never does. I don't want to talk about it, but she doesn't need to hear it. Not yet. The truth is, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what happens next. Randall is relentless, and I can feel him closing in. But it's not just him. It's his family, too. They all want me back in that mold they forced me into for years. Quiet, complacent, the punchline. I can feel the walls closing in, the tension tightening around my chest. This isn't just about me and Randall anymore. It's about me and the people who should have cared for me, the people who should have been on my side. So I do what I do best. I avoid it. I don't answer his calls. I don't check my phone when I feel it buzz. I shut everything out. It's easier that way, to just pretend like nothing matters. But then it happens. That text. It's from Randall, but not through the group chat this time. It's direct, personal, like he's suddenly the only person who can make me understand what went wrong. It's just 2 sentences. "I didn't mean it, Gemma. I just want things to be normal again. Can we talk?" I stare at the screen for a long time. My heart starts pounding in my ears, the noise so deafening that I almost can't hear anything else. I don't want to answer. I don't. Not after everything. But something inside me, some part of me that's been silent for too long, wants to. It wants to reach out and tell him everything I've been holding back. All the hurt, all the anger, all the broken promises. But I don't. I look at my phone for a second longer, then I put it face down. I feel like a coward, but honestly, I'm too scared to reply, too scared to let him back in. Because I know how this goes. I know the patterns. I know how he manipulates, how he twists everything to make me the bad guy, how he'll promise anything to make things normal, but it's always a lie. And I've already been down that road far too many times. So I turn the phone off, completely. I can't hear from him anymore. Not tonight, not today. The silence is almost comforting. But then it's broken. The doorbell rings. I jump, nearly dropping my phone. I can hear Maline's footsteps on the stairs as she comes down, already half asleep. "Who's here?" she asks, her voice groggy. "I don't know," I mutter. I walk to the door, unsure of what to expect. Is it him? No. It's his mother, Randall's mother, the woman who's never once considered what I might need, what I might want in this whole damn marriage. I can't stand the woman, can't stand her passive-aggressive texts, but she's standing there. She's holding a paper bag, and she looks like she just stepped out of a goddamn bad soap opera. Her eyes are wide, her voice shaky. She says, "We need to talk. Randall's falling apart without you, Gemma. I'm begging you. Please come home." I stare at her. I should feel something. Sympathy, something. But all I feel is this sick, twisting knot in my stomach. I can't even look at her. "Go home, Nancy," I say, voice flat. "Please, Gemma," her voice cracks. He's lost. Without you, I don't know how he's going to cope." I want to laugh. I want to scream. I want to throw something in her face and tell her everything I've been through. Tell her how much I've done, how much I've given. But instead, I just close the door. I lock it, and I stand there, still. And then, for the first time in days, I allow myself to feel the anger. Real, unfiltered rage. And it feels damn good. Next update. I've spent so much of my life trying to avoid conflict, trying to make everyone happy, but not this time, not anymore. The following days blur together in a mix of texts, ignored calls, and guilt-ridden silence. Randall's voice is still in my head, his words, his smirk. I can't escape it. No matter where I go, no matter how many times I turn off my phone or close my eyes, he's still there. It's like I'm suffocating under the weight of him, under the weight of them, his family. I'm still at Maline's, and it's starting to feel like a prison. At first, it was a relief, a break from the chaos, a chance to breathe, even if just for a moment. But now it feels like I'm just running from the inevitable. I didn't mean it, Gemma. I just want things to be normal again. Can we talk? I stare at the screen for a long time. My heart starts pounding in my ears, the noise so deafening that I almost can't hear anything else. I don't want to answer. I don't. Not after everything. But something inside me, some part of me that's been silent for too long, wants to. It wants to reach out and tell him everything I've been holding back, all the hurt, all the anger, all the broken promises. But I don't. I look at my phone for a second longer, then I put it face down. I feel like a coward, but honestly, I'm too scared to reply, too scared to let him back in. Because I know how this goes. I know the patterns. I know how he manipulates, how he twists everything to make me the bad guy. How he'll promise anything to make things normal, but it's always a lie. And I've already been down that road far too many times. So I turn the phone off completely. I can't hear from him anymore. Not tonight, not today. The silence is almost comforting. But then it's broken. The doorbell rings. I jump, nearly dropping my phone. I can hear Maline's footsteps on the stairs as she comes down, already half asleep. "Who's here?" she asks, her voice groggy. "I don't know," I mutter. I walk to the door, unsure of what to expect. Is it him? No. It's his mother. Randall's mother. The woman who's never once considered what I might need, what I might want in this whole damn marriage. I can't stand the woman, can't stand her passive-aggressive texts, but she's standing there. She's holding a paper bag, and she looks like she just stepped out of a goddamn bad soap opera. Her eyes are wide, her voice shaky. She says, "We need to talk. Randall's falling apart without you, Gemma. I'm begging you. Please come home." I stare at her. I should feel something, sympathy, something. But all I feel is this sick, twisting knot in my stomach. I can't even look at her. "Go home, Nancy," I say, voice flat. "Please, Gemma," her voice cracks. He's lost. Without you, I don't know how he's going to cope." I want to laugh. I want to scream. I want to throw something in her face and tell her everything I've been through. Tell her how much I've done, how much I've given. But instead, I just close the door. I lock it, and I stand there, still. And then, for the first time in days, I allow myself to feel the anger. Real, unfiltered rage, and it feels damn good. Next update. I've spent so much of my life trying to avoid conflict, trying to make everyone happy, but not this time, not anymore. The following days blur together in a mix of texts, ignored calls, and guilt-ridden silence. Randall's voice is still in my head, his words, his smirk. I can't escape it. No matter where I go, no matter how many times I turn off my phone or close my eyes, he's still there. It's like I'm suffocating under the weight of him, under the weight of them, his family. I'm still at Maline's, and it's starting to feel like a prison. At first, it was a relief, a break from the chaos, a chance to breathe, even if just for a moment. But now, it feels like I'm just running from the inevitable. I don't open the door. I don't even move. I just stand there, staring at the door, feeling like it's the heaviest thing in the world. "Let me in," he calls, his voice low and almost desperate. It's hard to tell whether he's trying to sound calm or if he's just trying to mask the fear I can hear in his voice. I don't open the door. I don't need to. I don't need him here. Not anymore. I can hear him pacing on the other side, then slumping down against the wall. Malene walks over, standing next to me. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't need to. I can feel her standing there, ready to back me up, ready to let me fall if I need to. But she knows what I need. I look at the door for a long time, the silence between us hanging thick in the air. Then, finally, I turn away from it. "I'm done," I say, more to myself than to anyone else. And I mean it. Next update. I thought I had everything figured out, but the more I try to piece this together, the more I realize I've been living in a version of the world that only exists in Randall's head. The night feels like it's dragging on, but I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, all I see are those damn images. Randall, his stupid grin, the way he tried to turn my hurt into something laughable. His family's faces, half smiling, pretending that everything was okay when they were all complicit. All of them. I want to scream. I want to destroy everything they've built, but I don't. Instead, I stay silent, lying in the dark, listening to the muffled sound of Randall still on the other side of the door. This is what I've become. A woman who shut herself in, hiding from the chaos, from the life she built with someone who doesn't understand what it means to respect her. The next morning, I'm sitting in the kitchen with Malene, pretending like I'm okay, like everything's normal, but it's not. Not anymore. "Do you want to talk about it?" Malene asks, already knowing the answer. "No, I'm not ready yet." I don't know what I want to say to her, or anyone. What do you say after all this? After the anger, the humiliation, the constant waiting for someone to apologize for making you feel small, for making you feel like you're nothing? I haven't even told Malene everything. About Randall's mom, about the way they all gang up on me like I'm the outsider. I haven't told her that I've been doubting myself for days now, wondering if I was too harsh, if I'd really ruined everything. But I can't. I can't go back. I text my mom to update her, just to let her know what's going on. "I'm okay, just need some space." She replies quickly, like she always does. "Let me know if you need me. You're not alone." I want to believe her, but how could she understand? How could anyone understand how much it hurts to feel like you've been invisible for so long, like nothing you do matters until someone else wants to control you? That afternoon, the phone buzzes again. It's a text from Randall. My stomach turns just seeing his name. But this time, it's different. This time, he's not trying to apologize, not trying to act like the concerned husband who's so desperate for me to come back. He's mad, really mad. "This is all your fault. You've ruined everything. You've pushed me to the edge. What do you want from me?" The words hit me like a slap across the face, and for a second, I forget to breathe. Is this really happening? After everything, after all the hurt he's put me through, he's blaming me? I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I want to throw my phone out the window. But instead, I text him back. It's simple. It's short. It's cold. "I want you to stop acting like everything is my fault. I didn't ruin anything. You did. You and your family." For a moment, I wait. I expect the usual. The back and forth, the attempts to make me feel guilty, the constant stream of "I'm sorry" when he's not really sorry at all. But instead, Randall doesn't reply. I don't know if that's a victory or just another game he's playing. He's never been great with confrontation, but he's always tried to control the narrative. And right now, I'm not sure what story he's telling himself, but I don't care anymore. Later that night, Malene and I head out to grab dinner. The city lights are like a blur in the background, and it's cold outside, but the air feels freeing. For the first time in days, I don't feel like I'm suffocating. I feel like I'm taking back control. We sit down at a small diner, and for a few hours, I'm able to pretend like the rest of the world doesn't exist. No family drama, no Randall, no texts. Just me and Malene laughing about stupid things. The kind of stupid things that remind me of who I used to be before all this mess. When we're finishing up, my phone buzzes again. It's Randall. He's apologizing, but this time it's not like before. It's colder, more calculated. I don't know what you want me to say, but fine, I'll take some responsibility. You're right, I should have made fun of you in front of my family. But you're pushing me to the edge with this. I don't know what you want anymore, but don't come crawling back to me when you realize you were wrong. My heart stops for a second. I don't even know how to process it. He's giving me an ultimatum. Again. Like I'm the one who's been wrong. Like he's the victim. I want to throw my phone across the room. I want to scream. But instead, I take a breath. I let it go. I've made my choice, and it doesn't involve him. Next update. This is it. There's no turning back now. I've made my decision, and I'm not going to let anyone convince me otherwise. I don't reply to Randall. I don't need to. He's already shown me everything I need to see. The lies, the manipulation, the way he's twisted everything, making me feel like the problem when it's always been him. It's strange, the things that start to stand out when you stop running. I've been so focused on surviving this relationship, on trying to make it work, that I never realized how much of me I had to give up. I was shrinking. I didn't even recognize myself anymore. It's been days since Randall sent that last message. He's tried calling a couple of times, but each time I've ignored it. I can't stand the thought of hearing his voice anymore. I've said everything I need to say, and he's made it clear he doesn't want to change. This is the final chapter. I've had enough. The moving truck is scheduled for tomorrow. My stuff is packed up, but I'm still here, at Malene's, still waiting. I thought I would feel something, relief, excitement, something, but I don't, not yet. It still feels like I'm living in a fog, but one that's slowly clearing. I think I'm starting to see the world without him in it, and it's terrifying, but also liberating. The knock at the door is louder this time. I don't have to guess who it is. I get up, take one last look around the apartment. I don't recognize this version of myself anymore, but maybe that's a good thing. I'm learning how to breathe again, to stand on my own 2 feet. Malene opens the door before I can even get there. Randall standing in the doorway. His face is red, his eyes wide, like he's a man who's just realized he's lost everything. I can see it in the way his hands shake, the way he's desperately trying to keep it together, but failing miserably. "I didn't think you'd actually leave," he says, voice shaky. He steps forward, but Malene steps in the way, arms crossed. She's not having it. She's always been on my side, and she's not backing down now. "I don't think you understand," Randall continues, voice breaking. "This isn't just about you leaving me. This is about everything falling apart. My family, they'll never forgive me." I feel a tightness in my chest, but it's not from sympathy. It's from freedom. Finally, I'm not the one trapped in the lies anymore. "You can keep blaming me, Randall," I say, my voice low but steady. "You can keep telling yourself that I'm the problem, but I'm done. I'm done letting you use me to save face with your family." His jaw tightens. I know he wants to yell. I can see it in his eyes, but he doesn't. He can't, because this time, I'm not backing down. "I did everything for you," he says, his voice barely above a whisper. "And this is how you repay me? You throw it all away?" "You didn't do it for me," I shoot back. "You did it for you, so you could stay the golden child, so you could keep hiding behind your family's expectations. I don't want to be that person anymore. I don't want to be your shield." There's a long pause. He's staring at me like he's trying to figure out if I'm bluffing, like he's hoping that I'll break. But I don't. I stand there, tall, and I don't flinch. Finally, after what feels like hours, he speaks. His voice is so quiet now, it's almost a whisper.
You'll regret this. But this time, I don't feel the weight of his words. Instead, I just shake my head, the corners of my lips curling into a bitter smile. I won't, I say, turning to walk away. I won't regret this, not for a second. I hear him call my name, but I don't look back, not this time. The door slams behind me, and I step into the unknown. There's no more second guessing, no more lies, no more lies, no more games. I don't know what comes next. I don't know where I'll go or how long it'll take to find my footing. But I do know this: I'm free.